the Heanor Miners Welfare. We're here for part 3 and we're going to get some planting done, and we're using the RHS evening class. We sometimes call them the midnight gardeners. And you can see over to this side, they're just digging up that bit of soil where it's a bit high, and they're going to fill the middle, this middle bed. And so we're going to be doing some forking, some spading, some leveling. So we're going to catch up with different groups of students tonight. It should be interesting, and we should hopefully be able to transform this area tonight. So hopefully you can join us and follow it through. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, they're just leveling up, putting some soil in, and just getting the area nice in the middle. There's a bit of serious digging going on here to get this mound put into shape. We've got the plants coming in. We've got some lovely sarcococa, which we're going to use that as a little hedge around the circle. So lots going on here tonight. Josephine secretly gardening here, digging out, which is looking good. Oh, look at this, some great digging going on here. And we've got a whole group of people digging across here, working hard, and they're just breaking it up, just leaving it a little bit kind of, you know, leaving the sort of clods, if you like, not really pulverizing it or anything, just leaving it quite nice. We will break it down a little bit as well, a little bit more, and then we'll be laying out the plants and planting. Let's have a look what's going on in the middle. Just move the lighting in a bit if we can, just to get a bit of light on that. So if we have three people lifting on that one, at least. So 3 people. That's great. Look at that, fantastic. Oh, sorry. Gosh, it's like a traffic jam here. And they're just lifting that in, and we're just taking that up to the course just below the edgings. So over this side, you can see that now that's looking a lot better. It's beginning to they've got those big mounds off, and we'll be forking that through and working it down ready for planting. So there we go. So that's what's happening on that one. Okay, so we've laid the plants out now, which I think we're about ready to go. So the key things that I want you to do is, when you take it out the pot, is to tease out the roots. So it's just making sure that you really get it nice and teased out. And when you plant, if I just borrow that spade a sec there. Okay, so what we've got here, we've spaced out this sarcococa, and we're going to give it, you know, a good couple of inches around it. Okay, like that. So teasing out is going to be important, and then we'll just take out the soil. Now, slightly different to our tree planting, because obviously we're probably not going to get down as deep, but we want to make sure we go down to the original mark it was in the pot. So we'll take that out, put that to one side. Now it's very important that we do make sure that there's good drainage, so it's a question of doing that, and then we get the fork and really lever back and forth, so that we're levering back and forth to make sure we've broken up that pan so we don't get it waterlogging. Okay, so we'll just move that. Any stones we can move to one side. So we'll fork the base over. We'll just have a look how it's looking. So that's quite nice, it's teased out. Just hold it sort of at the right height and just gradually ease the soil around it. Look for maybe its best sort of attributes. So if you think, oh, it's got really nice that way, or you might want to turn it a little bit, it's fairly even, so it's not too bad. And just break it up with your hands. Okay, and move that around, and then really push it in nice and firm. So it's exactly as it was in the container. Okay, because the soil is sort of just about okay. I'd say just a toe on this, not so much heel like we did the trees, because it is a little bit moist, the soil. So just a toe, and then we'll just do a little bit of nice finishing after it. Okay, if there's any sort of weeds, you might get a few, like this one's got a few. I have to just check there isn't an odd invasion of another grass. or a weed or a liverwort or something like that, and you just have to pull that off. Okay, and so really now it's a question of spreading out, and I reckon we've probably got about 3 or 4, maybe 5 each. Okay. We got some Mahonia going in, lovely architectural Mahonia, so that should look stunning. Thank you. Looking over this way, looking over to the left here, we have got some lovely viburnums at the back, Charles Lamont going in there, and at the far end we've got some choicer Sundance there, the Lochinch group, if you know it as that, and swinging round we've got a nice sort of pathway of Sarcococa hookriana. Sorry, it's Sarcococa confuser, actually, it's not hookriana. And you can see there's some Formium yellow wave going in at the top there as well. So looking on this side, we have a slightly more southern side. So we've got some Potentillas, which will enjoy that bit of sunshine. And we've got a few Pennisetum, and then it goes into some lavender. And then we'll be there's some Salvia officinalis purpurea as well. So that should be good. And we're just going to have a look at the group on the back row. So looking over here, Lawrence is putting some nice Ilex in there with Tom. And we've got some lovely Cotinus Grace, which are really nice and big at the back. Swinging around. Now at the back of the seat, where the seat's going, we've got some lovely rosemary, and so they're going to look good there. And then at the back over there, there's some choicer Tenata, ordinary choice. We're going to have a look at them. Cool, it's just like going out to check the sheep, isn't it? So going on over here, we've got some lovely choicer Tenata there. Tenata means leaves in threes going in, and that's looking great. And then here we have, Andrea is doing some Formium Cookianum yellow wave, lovely New Zealand plant. Just popping that in there, which is good.